my own blood come from my mouth from the man that I live with. My 2 bottom teeth are not real. He strangled me. I was stabbed in the back.
His favorite word for me was bitch.
The first incidents started off with like pushing.
I would get pushed. It got worse. It never gets better.
He took off his belt in the gas station and he put me in his car and he had to hit me maybe 20-some times. Being asleep and being woken up being punched in the face, it's pretty intense. It's pretty traumatizing.
He would punch me on my head instead of like an eye because of the fact that it's less visible.
The job I had to quit because I didn't want to go to work with 2 bottom teeth missing.
You beg for forgiveness.
Fat hoe. That was my name.
Your pursuit's relentless. When will I stop from giving in?
He liked to kick me in the kidneys when I was on the floor.
Someone who used to be a soccer player, he kicks pretty hard.
On the good days that you can get by, you do. And on the bad days that you can't, you hide it.
Who knows, but every time that the wind blows, you come back into my life to haunt me once again.
He would interrogate me daily about my whereabouts, about what I was doing, who I was seeing. He was that controlling that even the chores had to be done the way he said it. You know, I think of it now, I could have lost my baby that day. All because I didn't clean the house the way he wants me to.
I was stabbed in the back over my right shoulder. And I had to go to the doctor. And to not be able to tell the truth and explain what happened. So he pretty much did all the talking. And that's just to ensure that I wouldn't tell.
Could it be I loved you long ago? But there's nothing to hold on to. I no longer love you. The respect I had for you is gone.
It's almost like you're holding onto this rope, and it's just like you got one finger holding you up, and that's it. Do you let go? Cannot do it anymore. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get out. I don't know where to go, who to tell, who not to tell. What are they gonna think about me? When my parents sent me to another state, I stayed for a year. When I returned, he still pursued me, still followed me, still tried to pick my locations and where I'm gonna be in point A and B. And it's almost like you can't never get away from that person. Over the years, I've left him about 8 times.
I racked my head and made your bed, and still things have stayed the same.
You don't ever tell them that you're gonna leave because it gets worse from that day on. I did leave one time and I went back. And then I left the second time for good.
And even though I promised you in sickness and in health, I tell you now I break this vow, I'm moving on to something else.
I don't think about fearing for my life. I think about making sure I make it through. And I think that's how you survive and how you get out and you become stronger. For some reason, I didn't think about myself. I was thinking about my son. I am currently still finding ways to stay away from him. I never go the same route every day. I live less than a mile from my job and I never take the same route.
I don't even know you, but then I probably never did.
There came a point where I had to make that decision and whether or not I had to move on with my life. I had so many things running through my mind. I mean, I would come up with plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, then plan F, and it's like nothing would make sense. So I gave PADV a call.
I'm moving on.
I walked in with nothing. I walked away a different person.
This is not the me I was 3 years ago. No, I was a shell of a person.
Partnership Against Domestic Violence gave me my first car. I was really excited about it. I'll never forget the day.
They helped me by getting my GED. I work as an after-school teacher, and I work at a doctor's office.
Through Partnership Against Domestic Violence, I have lived more than I lived my whole life.
I needed them just as much as they needed me in a volunteer capacity. I needed them in a validation capacity. I needed to see that I am not alone.
It's very rewarding to be able to walk out of your home and not be scared to come back in it.
I'm free. I don't feel like I'm in prison and I'm in chains. I'm bound to somebody. I'm free.